What advice would you give for selling this to the CFO? They're interested in reducing costs now. Why this? Why now?
The key factor is the product will pay for itself, right? If you can save a certain amount of money going over budget, it basically takes care of the license fees for Piango. Because what you're able to do is, instead of having to scramble and figure out where is that money coming from, or God forbid you actually have to take a loan out or transfer money from something else, all of that is caught up front and there's no scrambling there. Or in the nonprofit situation, you don't need to worry about, we're out of compliance. So the CFO won't have to worry about it from an audit perspective.
Mark, I'll just add one quick thing to that. Really the big sell that I see for when the FP&A group or even the controller is going to the CFO to say, hey, we should buy this. It really is around what Mike said, the compliance. As a controller, people in the finance organization, even FP&A, we understand what the spending is across the organization. And we understand how things can get a little tricky. People will either go out and spend what they think they have from a budget perspective, but it doesn't align with either the mission statement of the organization or the goals of the company. I mean, I think there's a lot of things like that happen. So I think when you're building that business, part and parcel is saying, hey, CFO, this is where we've been out of compliance, or this is where bills have been coded wrong in the past and has caused us to go over budget when we've actually gone back at month-end close and said, we have to reclass this or we have to reclass that. The benefit of this solution is it really keeps it all in one place, and you put your controls on the front end, not in the back end, which is, I think, a lot of what ends up happening with a lot of finance organizations.
And that will be our final word. And thank you all for joining us and taking time out of your busy days to spend time with us. If you would like to contact Brian or Mike, their information is on your screen. With that, on behalf of Piango, this is Mark Rousseau. Thanking you all. Stay well, stay safe.